Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi on the play-by-play. First pitch. And on the hill in this one, Hayden Wesneski. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. His fourth home run of the season. The Red Sox score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Base is empty and a run in here in game one of this three-game set.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. On the ground to short. And that is that. Solo shot opens the scoring for Boston. On to the bottom of the first. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Stepping in, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a bouncer, Durbin. Throws to first in time. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Foul ball there. Red Sox already leading. That's inside. And that is ball one. There's the strike. And a swing and a miss. Now two out.
Batting third.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Jose Altuve.
Hey. Ball one.
Swing and a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Batting fourth.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Altuve off of first with two away. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Abreu ranging back, and it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Got it. That's the inning. So the Astros lead one. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Here now the Red Sox DH, Trevor Story. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Outside.
Nope. Outside.
Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just...
Story on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. And now the shortstop, Cedar Rafaela. Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ball 1. This one in the air, right field. Dives and makes the catch. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 2.
Batting 8, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
Narvaez measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. This one in the air, center field. Myers should have this one. Brings it in, and that is that. Back here in Houston, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle if he gets a mistake.
Diaz wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Ball, that's outside.
On the ground.
Foul
and
ball.
That's just foul. The 1-2. On the ground to the left. Whips it across. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Myers at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
That's a ball. Nope,
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Just missed. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the air to left center, and it falls. And the leadoff man aboard. That one fouled off. Ripped, but it curls foul. Durbin gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Durbin headed for the plate. Cut off, throw to third. Pulls into third safely. A run comes in on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Now here is Roman Anthony. Handles, throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Ripped to third. And there are two down. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And ball one.
Outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Welcome back. And singing last time out, he was nearly untouchable. Today, same story.
Foul ball.
He's pitching like a man on a mission out there, a hitter's nightmare.
That
Nope,
misses
that's
the
a ball.
zone. Ball one. On the ground, right side. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Cam Smith now at the plate. This one in the air, center field. 2 up, 2 down.
Ball. That's down.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Astros, the shortstop,
Pena in the box now. Takes strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. Towards first, and foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that's the third out. One left. New inning getting started. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Trevor Story. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. And there's a foul ball. Yoan. Swings through that one for strike 2. just
Yep, that
misses
ball
the
went out.
mark outside the zone.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat.
Oh, that's low.
I don't think he'll let the next one go.
That's to third. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Up next,
Just
for the
found a
Red
way to
Sox,
slap that ball
veteran
down the third
Carlos
baseline. That's
Narvaez.
really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
That one close. Rule the ball. Ball one. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Myers under this one. And that'll do it. Back here in Houston, well, Singy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
In the air, right field, Abreu moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now it's Christian Walker.
Aye!
The Astros down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball left side. And that's a fair ball. So a man aboard now with one away.
It's a hit, and the ball hitting the bag definitely played a factor. Those moments can go either way, and it seemed to work out for the offense in that spot.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out on that double play.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers.
Hey!
Walker at second. Diaz on at first with 2 down. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
For the Astros.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Bennett Sousa. This is his 3rd time out this year. Fastball is outside.
You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And there's one down. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The relay throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away. Runner on the goal. Pitch outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. Going to count 1 and 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Got him swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good
Up next
idea.
for the Red
Definitely
Sox,
made him chase
right
a little bit
fielder,
out of the zone
William
right there.
Abreu.
I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Abreu in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Man on second, 2 down. Way out front for strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
This one in the air, right field. Grabs it on the run. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido. In the air, left field. Durant has a beat on it. And there's one down. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So now back to the top of the order.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job.
One a second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next,
Leading
Wilson
off for the Red
Contreras.
Sox, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Out to short, Pena. Over to first. One pitch and one out. Ball. Pop foul out of play off to the right. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Two quick outs to open the top of the
Next
sixth.
for the Red pitching for the Astros.
They hand the ball over to a new
Number
arm, Ryan
74,
King.
Ryan
He's into the game with the bases empty.
King.
Gonzalez at the plate with two away, swings through that one. To the right side, Altuve gets it to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. The Red
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch, that time taking, and it's 0-1.
It's frustrating for these hitters because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
Swing and a miss at 96, struck him out. Two away now. Two down, base is empty, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Hammered, base hit. Dives and he can't hang on. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Back here in Houston, so stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. His second of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
Foul ball there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 6-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Pitching for the Astros.
So stepping in for Boston,
Number
Caleb
48,
Durbin, 1 for 2.
Steven Oker.
Right side. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Check swing. No appeal. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
The 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Myers takes it in for the out. 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Roman Anthony. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2-round trip. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played.
Now pitching for Boston.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Greg
57.
Weisser. He's
Weisser.
making his second appearance of the season. And it's fouled away. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say.
Hey,
Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Bounce to third. Durbin whips it to first, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
hey.
On the ground to the left, Durbin. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the back here in Houston. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. And that one fouled off. The 0-1 late that time, and it's strike 2. Oker in his 6th season. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Breaking ball misses down and away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter.
Manager
Pitching for the
Spencer
Astros,
Arrighetti on a pitch
number
out of the pen
41.
here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard.
Hey.
Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but
He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And that one hammered Myers. Flying after this one. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So a man aboard, Romy Gonzalez. The next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air, left field. Base hit into the outfield. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0. Check swing. He went. That's strike one. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. And stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And the bottom of the eighth starts with a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Aye.
Ground ball up the middle. Gonzalez to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Back to the top of the order. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit.
Aye.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that will end the inning. Back here in Houston, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Narvaez, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Out to short, Pena. The throw to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Up next for the Red Sox, third
1 for
baseman,
3.
Caleb Durbin.
The Bo Sox up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Gets under it and pops it up. Pena in position and a couple of quick outs. And that one ripped to left. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now a chance for Roman Anthony. He's already homered here in this one. And he chases that one below the zone. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. And the Red Sox back here in Houston. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Nope, that's foul.
On the ground. And that's just foul. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. His first homer of the year. Manager out of the
Pitching for Boston, number 43, Patrick Sandoval.
That
Hey.
one finds the zone. Strike one. Misses
one.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Chop to third.
No, that's
and a foul
foul.
ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of inning number 9.
Foul ball.
Swing at a ground ball and foul ball. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back. Here's Carlos Correa.
Hey.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Strike
Hey.
2. This to third. Tosses across to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Hey.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. And that's
Ball, that's
outside.
outside.
He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Takes it in for the out. So they're down to their final out. And now here is Joey Loperfido. That one missed. Slider right there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The Astros down to their final strike. That's to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox take game 1 of the series on the road.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.